Dallas is 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 23 yards, the final tally. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
are going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 empty. Hey, we got to go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
11, 11.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Gun.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
11 coming.
Burrow will throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
11 empty. Hey, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Did you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut him down on that attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16,
Here we go.
Back to mix it on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
12.
Now Burrow on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Ready?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Slot man moves right.
11.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
11 Thomas.
Mixon with a first down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11.
In motion comes the tight end left.
11.
From the 38, Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4.
11.
Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This is caught by Williams.
On 1, right?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
11 empty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11. 12.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mixing up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
11, 11, 11.
On second and 11 now. Burrow over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass.
Gets this quickly to Ingram.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, 12, 12, 12.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Here we go. 11.
Now Burrow. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. They'll get this down to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 mighty. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
Gun.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
12.
The slot man in motion right. Burrow will throw. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
11.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. 12.
They run for it with Mixon. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, middle. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Now Burrow on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11,
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So that'll be Burrow on the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And Jackson going to hold on to it again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, the pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Burrow looking to pass. And Ingram hauls it in. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. To the air again, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on 2nd down, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 33 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just...
This is caught inside the 15. Now the off. It's the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore